Hi, I'm Joanna, and I wanted to tell you about a project we've worked on recently with a client that was powered by AI, a module powered by AI. It was a leadership development project, which is quite common for a lot of companies. They promote people who are good at their jobs, and suddenly these people are team leaders or managers, and they don't necessarily have the skills that they need to lead people and run meetings and have coaching conversations, have difficult conversations, even giving praise. If they've never been trained how to do that, how do they? So, this was a series of modules on that kind of basic leadership conversational type thing. And anyway, what was really exciting was that they allowed us to embed some AI so that after a little bit of theory, let's say if it was about coaching, the grow model of coaching, we would give them some practical practice. And normally, in a live training situation, of course, you would get them to break up into pairs and have a go at role playing that, which is all very well and good if you're training people in the same environment. But of course, this organization, like many these days, has a distributed workforce. And so being physically together is not always very easy. So we built several actually, AI bots to appear up in the module, and it was trained to have that role play conversation with the learner and take the role, different personality types and things like that, of a team member. And then once that conversation had finished, depending on which type of conversation it was going to be, the learner, so the team leader, could press submit, and then the A bot would switch roles. Instead of continuing their role play, they would then give them some evaluation, like how well did you do at this part of the conversation? How well did you do on that part of the conversation? And so on. So we've had some great feedback. The learners were saying things like, gosh, I wish I had this 20 years ago when I first became a manager. Other people were saying, I'm going to come back and practice again and again, or practice ahead of an actual difficult conversation with someone on my team, something like that. So really excited, and yeah, would love to show you how we did it. If you've got a need in your business where you've got some sort of conversational type training in particular, um, yeah, we can help you out with that.